Hi everyone. So this is hopefully a fix for all those that find it very difficult to get their card making straight. Okay, I have macular degeneration, so I've learnt to do my card making either very quickly or when I want something very precise, I go with one of my boards. So this is a homemade board. And on the internet, you can get printable rulers, and I will put the link up into the top left corner. And you just print them off, and I've printed 4 off. And this one is printed in centimetres, but the link will also give you inches. So these are the ones that I've got in inches. So we will make up a board shortly. But the idea of the board is that you work with elastic bands and it fits all card sizes. And if I go for 7.5 on each, if I'm designing a 15 centimetre card, I go for 7.5. We will be more precise as we're making our other one. So this gives me, if I go to 7.5 on my rulers, that means that I can take a 15 centimetre card and I have it exactly in the middle of my board. Now, if I want to find the centre of my card, all I have to do is go on the centre mark. Let me get that one out of the way. And I can divide my card right down the centre. And if I want a line across, this is all made up from things that you will probably have around the house. There we go. And it's adjustable for any size card. So there is the exact centre of my card. So if I wanted to make 4 quadrants or any amount. Okay, we'll look at some of the other variations later. And over the next few videos, I will probably bring in the board to show you more techniques. So if you want to subscribe, which is free, you'll get all the and click the bell, you'll get all the updates. So we're going to put that aside for the moment because we're going to see how to make the board. So this is a piece of packing box. Taken a fairly sturdy one. Okay, and I've cut this particular one 25 centimetres square, and that is 9.75. But you can go for whatever card you want. If you only use one size card, then just make it compact into your size that you like to use. Okay, so we've got our 25 centimetre board. And the first thing I want to do is to cover it. One so that it's waterproof and the other one so it really looks nice. If you're working with something that looks nice, then you actually make better cards. So Blue Peter style, we're going for sticky back plastic, but you can cover it with wrapping paper, anything that you want. So we're now going to start peeling this off. It is very springy. So I'm going to take my board and I'm going to place my board there and pull back this. Right, so flatten it down, and then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to roughly cut the corners off, but I'm leaving a little bit on all the corners. Yep. I would normally go for the longer side first, but these are all equal. So I'm going to go for the bit where it's a shorter piece of sticky back plastic. Always go from the middle out and do opposite sides. So we go middle, out. Now I'm going to take the corner and just poke the corner there, and then I can fold that in. Center out, take the two corners, poke the corners in a fraction. Now I have nice, neat corners, and I'm just going to smooth it down. There is my board covered, and you can cover the back when you're ready. Let's get rid of the rubbish. Now, these are my rulers that I've printed off, and they go from 0 in the centre out to just under 6, because your A4 paper won't print right to the 6. So I'm going to take this, and I want to try and get this on a couple of them. I just want to try and get to the middle of the backing. So on 2 of them, I've just cut the sticky backing off here because I've used sticky paper. Put those to one side. I'm going to do the top and the bottom first of all. So the top and bottom are simple in that we take the covering off. Now I'm just matching the numbers either side. So if I look at that, that is 5 inches both sides. So I'm getting my 5 and 5 right at the end equal. And then I'm going to fold it down. If you've got paper, just put double-sided tape on the back. Now I'm coming down to the bottom. And I'm going to line up my 5s either end. So if you've got a different size board, that's fine. Those round. Now you'll see why I've cut these in a minute. I'm going to open this out a little bit. Fold those back because I want to be able to adjust here. Now I know that 5 is top and bottom, so I'm going to do that. Press down in the middle because I want it to stay there. Now I'm going to mitre this, so I'm going to go from the corner here to where it crosses there. So from the corner to there, take that out and then press that down. I've got measurements now right to the end. Turn it round. I'm going to cut from the corner to where they cross. Then I can pull that out. There. Turn it round. That's my top, my bottom, and we're going to turn it so that my measurements are coming in towards the middle. Once again, fold the middle back. and get your grid equal and then press down in the middle. Before you take the sticky off, the backing off, go from the corner to where it crosses on the corner. So from the corner in. Brilliant. So if you want to make it totally durable, let's turn it around so I've got it the right way. Then you can put sellotape or clear tape over the top, and then nothing's going to get marked. Right, so let's have a look now. We'll go back to this one. Now, if I'm going to work with this, I don't want my base elastic bands to move. So get those right. And then I've always got little clips around. If I take that, I can fix these in place. And then I know my base pieces are not going to move. So I'm always using clips. If you just flick these bits in, it will lie flat on your table. Okay, so that's our design area. That will come into there. Let's make sure that that is nicely burnished and is going to lie flat. Beautiful. So if I want to make my cross in the middle, right? Loads of elastic bands. Okay, I can just put from 0 to 0, 0 to 0, and that will give me equal sectors around there. So I have brought in a border, a greeting, and a topper. So how do I start to look at that? First one I'm going to do is the border. So you can always take a little bit of masking tape and stick. Let me do that for you. Low tack tape, masking tape, and we can just position that there, so nothing's going to move. Make sure you get it straight. Right, so there's our low tack tape. Now, the first thing I wanted was this. Now, I particularly chose a border that had a pattern that I need to center. So the 3 stars here are the center of my border. Okay, so I'm going to take an elastic band and I'm going to put 2 elastic bands, which will give me my border piece. I'm going to put one here And I'm going to put that at 8 centimeters. You could be working with whatever you want to. So that's 6 centimeters. I'm going to go a little bit further. 7 centimeters. I can still see my measurements under there. Right. Then I'm going to take this, put it on, and I can see that if I put one at 5, that is my channel. At 5. Right, there is my channel, and I can place that straight in the middle of my channel. But I want to make sure that this piece here, I level up 3 stars. I want the center star where the 0 is. So I'm going to place that into there. And I want a halfway point. There you go. So I now have my channel and I have my 0 point. So if I put this with my center star there, it's perfect. So I'm going to put double-sided tape down here. And I'm sliding under there. I'm evening up that and laying that between there. And I can slip these off. Don't have too many elastic bands. Just work on the one area that you're trying to place. So press that down. Right, absolutely brilliant positioning. Okay, right, now we're going to take a look at this. So this one, I want a border all the way round. So if I now place these on, I'm not looking at the particular measurements. I'm doing this so that I can have a guide where to put it. Right, so I'm going to work with that, I think. So now I want to look at my grid now and say, well, I want 5.5 that side, 5.5 that side. Right, I'm now going to go vertical, and just by eye, I'm going to place that there for the moment. I've got a nice border there, nice border all the way around. So I'm going to look now, and if I make sure that those two are even, I can take my topper away. I double-sided tape to my topper. I don't have to mark anything, so I've got nothing to rub out later on. So I'm going to take that. Now, with my topper, I've got my angle here. I just go into there, line it up, and there is my topper with my lovely border all the way around. Now, I'm not taking these off. I can take that one off. Right. because I want to bring in now this bit. So I bring that, let me just bring that down so you can still see all the markings. If an elastic band breaks, then it's easy just to replace. Now I've got this border all the way around, so I want to pull my elastic band down so that I mimic that one here at the moment. So I check that's level. Now that's at 7 and that's slightly under 7. So I can just roll that up. 7 both sides. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, so to my mind, I've got a small gap there and a larger gap here. So I'm going to take those off so I can move that. And I'm going to bring it down to about 6.5. Let's try that one. 6.5, perhaps a little bit extra. You can fiddle, but you've got the grid either side, so you can be really accurate. There. Right. Now, I've got a border across there, a border across there, and that's there. So I can now work out this. Now, what I can do now is to put one of my bands across there. One of my bands there. I know the one going across is right. So I'm going to even these up for the moment. And if I look at this one here, I can check that I'm 3.5 on there, 3.5 on there. I know that is upright, and that looks pretty good there. So that is just over 5, just over 5 up there. Take that off, and I think we're going to add sticky fixers to this one. Make sure it's up the right way, and I'm going to place it level with this one and level with those. So in it goes. I don't have to worry about how it's positioned because we've done the work already. So let's take all my bands off. If you're used to doing one size card, then you can easily fix these in place with a bit of tape. You don't need to put the elastic bands on every time. So then we're going to just release that, take my tape off, because that you can use then on another card. And there is my perfectly aligned card. It's a really good thing to do. Now, the thing as well is if you're doing things like wedding invitations, if you have to put the invitation wording or anything in the same place every time, you can just place your invite on and do all your bits exactly in the right place. All your toppers can be put in the right place, and all you do then is bring in the next card and you can place it exactly the same again. Okay, so let's just quickly do that. So if, for instance, you wanted happy anniversary, save the date or something, let's go onto there. Now, if I do 5, 5, 2.5, 2.5. So I could just tuck my card into there, and if I wanted to center it, I could do 2 down. That is the area you'd then place your thing every time, and I would do one piece on the invitation and then set my things for perhaps a topper or something like that. But it's very good for doing multiple cards, all exactly the same. But there we go. So have a go at making a design board, and you can play around as much as you like, but your positioning on your card will be absolutely perfect. God bless.